Okay. Hello, everyone. Divine Feminine Empress 444. Here to do a collective read. Okay. We're going to tap into the energy of the collective. So we have true colors. We have shocking news. We have police station. And we have no strings. Okay. All right. Collective. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Eight of Pentacles. That's too many, Spirit. We have the Four of Cups. We have Judgment. Hope everybody's doing really well today, by the way. Then we have the King of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Tower. And we have the World. Okay. So, collective. I am seeing here you're going to receive some kind of shocking news, okay? This was somebody who you figured out their true colors, right? What they were really about in your life. You've seen somebody for who they really were, in other words. This person was somebody who they live more free. I want to say definitely with the no strings attached. It's like they could have showed you at first that they wanted like a relationship with you, and later on you realize that this person really has a hard time with like attachment. Okay. They definitely have attachment issues. This person is going through some legal troubles here. Okay. And I feel like you're gonna hear about this. Okay. I'm just calling how I'm supposed to read it. So with this Three of Pentacles, this person was working with other people. Okay. There could be up to 3 people that this person was working with. There's a lot of conflict and chaos going on inside of this group. Okay. Is how Spirit's showing it to me. So what I'm getting is 3 people wanted to kind of like come up against you, collective. All right. And actually, this could be 3 to 5 people, I'm hearing, for some. Heavy Leo energy, heavy Virgo energy, and Cancer energy. And also Capricorn. So there could be somebody in this group with that in their chart, or it could be your zodiac, right? Or somewhere in your chart. I don't like to call out zodiac signs because, to be honest with you, it's just the energy. It could sometimes you yourself, collective, could show up in, you could be, for instance, an Aries, right? But you'll show up in like a Gemini energy. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. That's why a lot of the times I don't call out energies unless spirit wants me to, and spirit just wanted me to. Okay. So, with that being said, there could be like 3 to 5 people here, right? And what I'm seeing is I feel like they all had like one train of thought, right? And that was to kind of come up against you. Um this could be multiple areas. So this one person could be a lover, but then there could be like an old friend of yours. It could be family members. It could be, you know, just people that they knew. Take it how it resonates for you. Always remember to use your discernment because this is a collective reading. Um, if you would like a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. Okay. Again, back to the read. I'm sorry I have to say all this, but sometimes there's new people that get on, so I like to explain. So what I'm seeing here is it was like they all kind of had the same agenda, right? To come up against you. But I feel like it's not working, right? Because I feel like you're still like prospering. I just heard you're moving forward. Things are still going okay for you. And so now this is causing like conflict within the group, right? Because they're all low vibrational. You're steady working forward here with this 8 of Pentacles. Okay? You're moving forward. So now this is causing these people to have like they're fighting. I'm also hearing too for someone, this past person of yours could have told these other people that like you were trying to do things to them. And now people are seeing that you really just mind your own business. You work, you stay to yourself. Mhm. I'm getting these people are being illuminated to this. Okay? So this is causing some conflict. Mhm. And they could have been conspiring to do something illegal here. Okay? So again, take it how it resonates for you. Mhm. I feel like the universe and spirit is calling judgment on these people. 100%. With this King of Swords energy, I'm getting somebody an authority figure. Mhm. I feel like these people are going to have to face something here when it comes to the police. I want to dig more into this because I don't know if it's all of them or if maybe it's just this past person that's going to have to face that. I'm going to see here. But what also see is, ooh. So whoever was the ringleader here, right? If this is your past person that kind of like started this, they're feeling very fucking defensive right now. They're feeling like they're being challenged, okay? And what's funny is they're the person that wanted to harm you, hurt you in some kind of way, right? But what it's showing me here is like now they feel like they have to be defensive. They have to be they're trying to like maintain control in a situation that's very chaotic right now. There's a tower going on. There's a lot of backstabbing, lying, a shift of energy I'm hearing. While you're being protected here in this world energy, which is beautiful. So yeah, just this I feel like this is going on the outside of you and you're not aware of it. Thank you, Spirit. King of Cups. See, you're in control, okay? Doesn't matter if you're male or female. You're very balanced right now at this time. I feel like you're somebody who's very empathetic. That's why you're showing up in the cups energy. But you're also very balanced. That's why you're showing up in the king energy. King of cups is somebody who's can control their emotions. Mhm. And maybe in the past you weren't, okay? But I feel like now you are. I feel like you know when to show compassion and you also know when to control. right? Yeah, I'm getting a heavy, like, almost, I want to say numb, but not numb because, like, mm, so when you're going through hardships, right? In the past, you could have been somebody who, um, w- you know, like showed your emotions, right? Very expressive. And now I feel like you're more the type that you know when to pull back. Yes. Hmm. Somebody here, you like the color blue. You wear a lot of blue. I don't know why Spirit wants me to say that. With this Five of Cups. Mm. There's a lot of mm, there's a lot of regret here. Somebody's feeling a lot of remorse. Mm. Who is that? Who's that? Spirit. The sun. Whoever this is, mm-mm-mm. They're feeling a lot of regret and remorse because they know they fucked over somebody who you collective that is in a loving energy. You showed this person a lot of love, warmth, a childlike energy. This person felt very comfortable around you. You were very playful with this person. You were very loving to this person. Hi, Cindy. The lovers. Yep. You brought this person love, harmony, balance, right? You and this person had a strong physical attraction to each other for sure. Mm-hmm. Mm. Whoa, I didn't even realize that one was out. Nine of Cups. You know what's crazy is like you were a wish come true to this person. Hmm. I feel like this person should have showed you gratitude. They should have showed you stability because that's what you embody. Page of Cups. But instead of coming towards you in this loving way, they showed up in a Page of Cups energy. Um, an opportunist. Thank you, Spirit. Definite opportunist. This person, very immature. Very immature. But see, they show up in a cup energy too, right? You were in a King of Cups. Well, you are now. This person shows up in a Page of Cups, which is very immature. But they so this would be somebody that knew how to manipulate you, like pretend love bombing. Okay. I'm definitely getting heavy earth and water. Hmm. Give me something more. Hmm. Whoever this is, they definitely stabbed you in the back. Hmm. And you felt defeated for a time. I feel like whoever you are, you went through a lot in your past, right? And I feel like you expressed that to this person. You could have really told this person like a lot of the things that you experienced, and this person took that and used that for their advantage. Hmm. I feel like also this person saw you as weak. Hmm. This person definitely saw you as somebody who was weak. Um, I want to say kind of ditzy. Because I have to be honest, what I'm seeing, they really thought that they could defeat you. They thought that they were going to stab you in the back and you would stay down. Hmm. They did not expect you to get back up. Yeah, Nine of Swords. They were hoping that they would twist your world upside down, have you in your head, staying in anxiety, depression, sadness, hopeless. The initials B and J could be very significant. Hmm. The High Priestess. You started being able to tap into your intuition, using it to your advantage to help you heal, to grow, trusting in yourself and learning to trust in the universe, trusting in God. Hmm. Four of Swords. Yeah, I feel like spirit pulled you away so you could get some rest, regain strength, put you in solitude. So for a while, you could have stayed to yourself, really not associating with people, just kind of doing your own thing, right? I feel like this was a hard time for you, okay? Because whoever I'm speaking to, you could have been a social butterfly at some point. You could have been the type of person that you're a people person, right? You used to get out, talk to people, hang out with different people. But I feel like you, when this went on, right, and you pulled back and kind of had to go within, you needed to realize you needed to create some boundaries, hmm and, have to walk away from a few people, possibly a lot, right? And it was only to help you heal the broken pieces, help to heal the broken parts of you, right? So you could show up as your future self, right? Show up as your, I want to say, in your purpose, okay? Knight of Swords. I feel like now you're in this energy collective, right? With this Knight of Swords. I'm getting a heavy, you feel driven, right? You may not even know exactly where you want to go, right? Or what you want to do, but it's like you want to, it's almost like that energy of like you're waking up to who you are. Thank you, Spirit. And it's like, okay, I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I sure as hell am going to prove these people wrong, right? That's the energy I'm feeling. Ace of Cups. Yeah. A lot of new things coming in, right? And I feel like you're getting like an overflow of love being poured into you from the universe, from spirit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Eight of Swords. I am called to say, you're having some restrictions here, right? And I feel like this is not going to be for everyone, this part, because there's people in all different stages that watch, right? So only take the parts that fit for you. But this part, I'm definitely being shown, there's a few of you here that you're still in this energy of like feeling like a victim. You're not a victim, okay? So we need to get out of that mindset because that's what they want, right? When you deal with people like this that have narcissistic personality disorders, schizophrenia, bipolar, things like that, right? They want to project onto you, and then for you to almost like live their position, right? So then it holds you back, while then they're feasting off of your high vibrational energy, and good things are coming to them. So you want to get out of this mindset, because the more you stay here, right? They're going to be living off high off the hog off of your good energy, and you're going to be feeling depleted. Okay? So you have to get back into that mindset of healing yourself, pouring that same love that you were pouring into that person, pouring it back into yourself. And I can speak about this because I know this from experience, okay? When you are in a toxic relationship, right? Um it does. It depletes you. It makes you feel worn out, tethered, right? It makes you feel ugh, just, I mean, it can even cause physical ailments, right? Just so much. But what I'm called to say is if you actually start doing the work, right? Start doing the things that you want to do, right? Getting back out there, taking care of yourself. That could be as simple as dyeing your hair, doing your nails. Some women like to get their feet done. Some women like to get their fingernails done. Some women like to go to the gym. Some women like to, maybe cooking is your thing. Maybe you enjoy cooking. Whatever this is, right? Something that's going to help you to move forward. You need to do this. Also, meditating, taking spiritual baths, things like that. These are all things to help you move forward. And they are very important, I promise. Yeah. You don't want to be in this energy of feeling trapped. Hmm. Yeah. Five of Swords. See, this person that you were dealing with, this is somebody who wanted to win at all cost. Okay? Very sneaky, underhanded behavior. This person could have been abusive, definite bully. This person could have stole from you as well, collective. I've been getting that a lot in these last couple readings. And that could be what's going on. Or this person might be, oh, thank you. I just heard like a romance scammer. So maybe this could have been a person that like would date multiple women or men, and like for what they could get out of them. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Two of Swords. See, here's the thing. It's almost like you're going to have to make a decision here, right? It's like, am I going to get out of my head? I know it's hard, okay? And I'm going to explain this part, because what I'm seeing here is like somebody who you don't want to go back, right? Because you know it's not a good thing to go back. But it's almost like you're stuck in your head, constantly still thinking about this person, or maybe like feeling the pain of what this person did. Okay? But what I'm asking you to do, and what God is calling for you to do, is to get out of your head and start thinking about other things. So if you wanted to write a book, go ahead and write that book. Something to help you release. If you need to see a therapist, go see a therapist. Okay? Um because you have options. And your options are, ooh, I just got chills on the right side of my body. Mm. I mean, like from head to toe, all on the right side. So you have a choice. You could go back and stay blindfolded. Okay. But I am going to tell you this. That's going to be another, the karmic wheel turning, and you're going to have to go through all the lessons all over again. And trust me when I say I had to do it multiple times myself because I didn't know how to learn the lesson for many, many moons. Ah, so that's why us readers are here, right? Because we want to see you guys be successful. We want to see you move forward, right? That's why a lot of people do spiritual work because they've been through these situations. Yeah, look, Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and the Eight of Wands. You have a lot of good things coming for you. I feel like you're getting ready to hit a turning point. But again, for some of you, you're still kind of stuck. All right. But I see a lot of good changes coming. I don't know if you were, when you're going through your healing process, right? All of a sudden, like all these bad things start happening. Okay. And you almost have to sit back and think, was I the karmic person? Because it almost feels like it's karma, right? It's not karma. That is God and the universe stripping you of all the things that are unnecessary that were in your life that you collected. Okay. And now God is removing all of that. But to you, it'll feel like, like as if it's a punishment. It is not a punishment. You're not meant to be in these situations in this scenario. So, what God will do is start removing this layer by layer. Okay. So, you think you're losing only in at towards when, the end of your, I don't want to say the end of your healing because I feel like we always heal, right? New levels, new devils, right? Um, but you'll notice when you really feel like you've hit rock bottom and you get really sad again, right? Because you're like, why am I experiencing all these crazy things? Why is it that this is going wrong and that is going wrong? And all of a sudden, that's when God blesses you, right? Because he's removed all the fake people, he's removed all the false people, he removes all of the places you shouldn't be in. And then you think that it's a loss, and it's not a loss. And then he gives you the people, places, and things that you really need. Amen. But you're getting to that place if you're not already here. Some of you are already here, and this is beautiful. And I know a lot of you that are here, it feels good. So some of you that are in this point where you've done a lot of healing, you know what your purpose is. You know what the meaning is of what you went through. Then if you know of someone else that could use your help, and I don't mean help in like giving people money or, anything like that. What I'm saying is the knowledge, right? Again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier with readers and spiritual people, that maybe speak on spirituality and, healing or whatever have you. That's why it's their purpose, right? To help others. So don't be afraid to speak about what you've been through, hmm because it will help someone else. And it's not your job to make sure these people heal. They have to want that for themselves. Okay. Nobody can do the work for anybody. You have to do it for yourself. But you can give people knowledge. You can plant that seed inside of somebody that they are worth it, that they do mean, well, they do mean something, right? Thank you, Spirit. The number 8 is very significant as well. And then with this 8 of Wands, yeah, I see things happening very rapidly, very fast. Once you get out of your head, right? And you start to balance out your emotions, which I feel a lot of you already do this, but there are a few that are still not here yet. and that's okay. You will get here. But yeah, a lot of things changing very fast, very rapid. The hangman energy. Yeah, for some of you, you're in this paused energy, gaining a new perspective, seeing things differently, no longer seeing it as like it was a detriment to you, no longer seeing as it was a loss, now seeing that it's a gift, right? And the gift really is you being the loving person that you are. That's strength. See, a lot of narcissistic people will think that they have the upper hand, right? That you're the knave one, that you're the dummy, right? The one that doesn't really know much. They think you're the one that's vulnerable, naive. And really, that's your strength because you can love people out loud. This is the type of person that they only wish they could be like you, okay? But they don't have the balls to do it. It's like, what's that saying? In a field of sheep, right? Be the lion. Be somebody totally different. Run the fields, right? Not just be amongst the sheep. And that's what this person is. They don't know how to stand in their truth. They actually want to be loving. That's why they seek after your energy. They envy it. They admire it. They're drawn to it. Thank you, Spirit. Eight of Cups. You're walking away. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You gained a lot of mental clarity, or you're getting ready to. Okay, having a new ideas, a lot of success coming your way, right? Having a sharp mind now, because now you've already experienced this kind of person. You can't get no worse than this, right? So now you know what to look for. You know when to you're going to be able to call people out on their bullshit. And sometimes you don't have to, right? Sometimes you just walk away. Thank you, Spirit. With the Five of Pentacles. These people are in poverty, okay? And I'm not talking about financial, right? Some can be. And some of them will experience that because that will be their karma. But what I'm seeing here is when I say they're in poverty, it's like they have a lack mindset, a limited mindset. They can't grow. They don't want to put in the work to grow. Give me something more. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I see you being very financially secure. And I feel like the reason why is Spirit wants to pour into you. And it's because of all the work you've done. So kudos to you, collective, because if you're already here, if you know you've already been putting in the work, you know you're going to reap the benefits here. They're coming. And you may already have started to experience this and start feeling some of this. For others of you, this is what you have to look forward to. So that's why you need to start doing the work and pouring in to yourself. Yes. I just wanted to let you guys know. My sister actually got me this deck. Okay. It's called The Beloved Dead. And I'm very appreciative that she got it for me. If you're a reader, if somebody else is a reader out here, it's an oracle deck. And I'll tell you what, this is like amazing. All right. So I am called to show this because I feel like some of you may really enjoy this. It's a way to be able to just talk to your ancestors, right? And then also, I mean, when I say it's detailed, it's detailed. I am called because before I got on, I was playing around with the deck myself. I've had it for ever since my birthday in May. Um, but when I was shuffling right before I was getting ready to do your guys' read, this came out, okay? And it says active love here and now. And I feel like I should read this, okay? It says this act of love stares into the ethers, a space devoid of form or context. Hat in hand, he is waiting patiently and respectfully for you to return from the great disconnect, the nether regions of your restless, agitated, or mindfully numbed out mind. Okay? He invites you to sit and become aware of your surroundings, to be here and now. Come rest. Be my honored guest. I will I will quiet your restless spirit. Unload your anticipation, expectations, worry, and doubt. Be here now. If you've received this card, you're being called home and directed back to yourself, your path, and the precious gift of every second on this side of the veil. Every intake and exhale of breath, every heartbeat, every drop of rain that falls before evaporating on a hot pavement. You're being asked to be present, conscious of not taking your moments for granted. Has it all been moving too fleeting fast? What are you missing while you're being so responsive, reactive, and hyper efficient? Maybe once, long ago, someone gave you a script as to how to be the most useful. Hurry up, don't waste time, don't take too long or overthink it. Don't relax. The act of love bids you bid you from sitting comfortably in the present because the past was, the future still isn't, and you're being given the most expansive view of your potential from from this vantage point in the here and now. So in other words, right? It's like sit with yourself, right? And this really goes with this reading. Sit with yourself, enjoy. Maybe you were so used to in the past people always rushing you, right? Or telling you how to live your life, making you feel like you're less than. No, sit with you, figure out what you want to do. Where do you want to be? Okay? And I'm glad I was able to share that. I will be getting on tomorrow to do a live reading. Um, and then I'll again do the 10 p.m. and I'll do a collective reading, and then I will allow you guys to ask a question if you would like to. And I hope this helps someone because I feel like it may. Hmm. I hope you guys have a really good night, okay? Remember before you go to bed also collective, cleanse your energy, okay? You guys have a good night. Bye.